Hello guys, let's continue from where we stopped. Let's look at the second problem. It says, example 2, a body starting from rest travels for 30 seconds. Find the final velocity attained after covering a distance of 40 meters. That's the equation. A body starting from rest travels for 30 seconds. Find the final velocity attained after covering a distance of 40 meters. Solution. Let's see how we can solve it. Let's bring out our parameters. The initial velocity according to this equation is a body starting from rest. Remember, when you hear a body starting from rest, the initial velocity will always be 0 because that body was resting before the journey starts. So the initial velocity according to this equation is 0. The time taken is 30 seconds. The final velocity is what we are looking for because the answer is find the final velocity attained after 40 meters. The distance is 40 meters. Now let's look at how we can find the final velocity. Before we are going to use this equation, v is equals to u plus at to find the final velocity. But before then, since acceleration is not given to us in the equation, we're going to find acceleration using this the second equation of motion, which is s is equals to ut plus half at squared. We're using this equation to first of all get the acceleration, then we can find the final velocity. So let's find the acceleration using this equation. The distance is 40 meters. The initial velocity is 0 plus times 0 times the time is 30 seconds plus half times the acceleration is what we are looking for times the time here again is 30 seconds. 30 squared. So 40 is equals to 0 times 30 will give you 0 plus half times a times 30 squared is what? 900. 30 times 30 will give you 900. So you have 40 is equals to, let's say 8 times 900 will give you 900a all over 2. 40 is equals to 900 divided by 2 will give you what? 450a. So if you divide 900 by 2 to give you 450a. So let's get our a. Divide both sides by 450. A is equals to 40 divided by what? 450. So 0 will cancel 0. A is equals to 40. If you divide 4 by 45, we're going to have what? 0.08888. So if you approximate, you're going to have 0.089. That's the acceleration, meter per second square. So this is your acceleration. So we've gotten acceleration. Now we can use this equation to find our final velocity now. V is equals to u plus at. V is equals to initial velocity is 0 plus acceleration is 0.089 times the time is 30 seconds. So V is equals to 0.089 times 30. You are going to have 2.7 meter per second. So this is your final answer for that for this problem. So let's look at the next one, example 3 now. A ball is thrown vertically upward from the ground with initial velocity of 50 meters per second. What is the total time? What's the total time spent by the ball in the air. G is equals to 10 meter. G is equals to 10 meter per second square. Your acceleration due to gravity is 10 meter per second square. So that this is the equation. A ball is thrown vertically upward from the ground with initial velocity of 50 meter per second. What is the total time spent by the ball in the air? So we need to bring out our parameters, which is solution. U, the initial velocity is a ball is thrown vertically upward from the ground with initial velocity specified here. Initial velocity is 50 meter per second. Our final velocity is 0. It is 0 because when an object is thrown up, it gets to a point in the air and stands still before it will start coming down. So at that point, the final velocity is always 0. So the final velocity according to this equation is 0, and your acceleration is equal to 10 meter per second square. So let's see how we can find what is the total time spent by the ball in the air. So we're going to use this formula. V is equal to U plus AT. That's the formula I'm going to use to find the time spent by the ball in the air. V, which is our final velocity, is 0, is equal to the initial velocity is 50 plus the acceleration is, since the ball is thrown up, as it is going up, it will be experiencing a deceleration because of the force of gravity that is acting on the ball. That force will be pulling the ball back to the earth, so it will be negative. So the acceleration due to gravity will be negative, which is minus 10 times our time, which is, that's what we are looking for. We are looking for t. 0 is equals to 50, plus minus is minus 10t. Carry 50 to this side is 50 is equals to minus 50 is equals to minus 10t. Divide both sides by minus 10, you're going to have t is equals to minus 50 over minus 10. So 0 cancels 0, 5 minus 5 divides, this minus will cancel minus. T is equals to 5 divided by 1 will give you 5. Your time is 5 seconds. That's your final answer. The time is 5 seconds.